boy, I get passionate about this, so I'm going to try to be nice here. But, what I would say is this. I've got family members, I've got friends that when they've got something going on, they've got to go to a doctor, and that doctor's normal response is going to be, we'll take this drug. Or they're going to say, hey, go to this specialist to see what's going on. When often the solution's very simply found in blood work that we as a team with a great medical team behind us can help fix.
All right, welcome to the Legacy Health and Wellness podcast here, episode number 1. Let's go ahead and just call this one the story, right? The journey, and get to know the team a little bit. Myself, I'm Mike Leonard here, and happy to be with Stephen Hoschak, one of the owners and founders of Legacy Health and Wellness, and really looking forward to hearing the story from you and introducing what Legacy Health and Wellness is to the masses. So
Absolutely,
kick it away.
Well, Mike, I appreciate you being here and kicking us off. Super excited to share our story with everybody, but also just really want to educate people on what we do best, and that's making people feel their absolute best. So, Legacy Health and Wellness really started as a passion project for myself, my wife, and our best friends, Jamie and Evelyn. We've all had our journeys with health and wellness over the years, and for myself and even for Evelyn, at one point, very overweight. I was super overweight and, lost over 100 pounds. Wow. So that journey really led us to finding the best ways to do things, the most effective ways to do things. But I think more important than anything, giving people the feeling to know that we've been through it. We've been there, it hasn't always been easy for us, and we know how difficult, getting in shape can be. And so I was in competitive bodybuilding, as is Evelyn and Jamie, and we had went to different hormone replacement clinics, and we had just not great experiences. We wouldn't have follow-up. It would take a long time for people to get back to us about things. And, we constantly talked about there's got to be a better way to do this. And so I jokingly always say, we go to Cabo for like a Mecca every year. When we went to Cabo, we really fleshed this out, and we came up with what is now Legacy Health and Wellness. And, what started as a hormone replacement, peptide therapy, medical weight loss clinic, it's turned into, we're helping people with rheumatoid arthritis, Crohn's disease, all kinds of different diseases, because we're starting with the blood. And so when our clients come in, we do a full blood panel, very detailed, very extensive. We've got an incredible medical director. My wife, Sonia, the nurse, she's great at what she does. She can read labs like no one's business. And we're able to identify what's going on in somebody's body, make protocols that are specific to that person to help heal them from the inside out, and give them the ability to burn fat quicker, put muscle on quicker, just feel better, get better sleep. And to be able to change people's lives, man, it's been an absolute blessing.
Oh, that's amazing. That's also a lot.
Yeah.
That's quite the undertaking, and obviously no small feat. So when did Legacy Health and Wellness launch?
So we launched just a little over a year ago. Last January was our first month in business. Wow. Prior to that, we had all done some coaching, and Evelyn and I were nutrition coach certified, and Sonia was, doing risk management at a nursing home, but she had been a nurse for quite some time. So we had a tremendous amount of passion for this stuff. And in January, we decided to launch. And then from there, it's just grown and grown and grown. And now, as we sit here today, we've treated over 400 patients, which is a blessing from God.
That's incredible. I think one of the undertones in hearing you say this that I think probably comes through on the camera too is the passion behind Legacy Health and Wellness. I can hear it in your voice. You're excited, you're confident. Everything about Legacy, you can tell, comes from the heart, right?
Absolutely.
So when it comes to the team, what is the makeup of, what's the dynamic of the team, and what does it look like when you come to visit Legacy Health and Wellness?
Absolutely. So, everybody on our team has a role that they play, and some of the things that Sonia's great at, I'm not so good at, Jamie, Evelyn, Marina, yourself. So we really band together. And so what does the process look like when you go into Legacy Health and Wellness? Well, one, you're going to have the best experience of your life, because customer service is what it's all about. And for us, it's really the patient experience.
Right.
But you schedule either a consultation with Sonia or myself, and we essentially find out what's going on so that we can best help you. And at that point, you book a lab appointment. And you have two options. You can come into our beautiful office at 4 & Co. and get your blood drawn by Sonia. We have our calendar available, so you can come and get those. Even on weekends, believe it or not, we open up on Saturdays, so you can come in and get blood draws. Or we partner with LabCorp, and we can send you to a LabCorp location and get your lab draw. Once we get those results back, we book an in-person or online consult, and we go through your lab work. We go line by line and let you know exactly what's going on, and then we build that protocol so that you know exactly what we can do to help treat those conditions and help you feel better and get you off pharmaceuticals if you're on pharmaceuticals, which we've done a lot of.
Wow.
At that point, we order the medication. It usually comes to your doorstep within 72 hours. And then we schedule a follow-up consultation to do a demonstration on how to take and administer the medicine. And then from there, we walk beside you. Our nutritional coaching team is robust. We've got a great team, myself, Chef Chloe, and Cody. And we build out a specialized nutrition plan for you and workout. And we walk with you week by week to make sure that you're on track to meet your goals and that everything's going well with the protocol we put you on.
Wow. Now, talk to me a little bit about, so I've known Legacy Health and Wellness even before working with you guys. And one of the things I was asked before, and some of the things I wasn't super clear on, was if I have a doctor, why do I need Legacy Health and Wellness? So what are some of the differences between what you do and what I would get at my primary or through traditional medicine?
Yeah. Boy, I get passionate about this, so I'm going to try to be nice here. But, you know, what I would say is this. I've got family members, I've got friends that when they've got something going on, they've got to go to a doctor, and that doctor's normal response is going to be, we'll take this drug. Or they're going to say, hey, go to this specialist to see what's going on. When often the solution's very simply found in blood work that we, as a team with a great medical team behind us, can help fix. And instead of putting you on a cholesterol medication, work with our really good nutrition team and make sure that we get your cholesterols within levels that are manageable so you don't have to hop on cholesterol medication. If you've got high blood sugar and you're pre-diabetic, we can use some of our different weight loss drugs, some of our peptides, and again, our nutritional protocol, hormone balancing, and again, get that blood sugar down, get that A1C down so you're not on different drugs for diabetes. So I think a lot of it is we work to really heal the body. We look at every piece of it, and you know, where we can't find answers, we work with incredible partners like Will at the Educated Diet, or folks that have specialties in different modalities of health, and we're able to help pretty much anybody. So I think, you know, the conventional medicine side of things is all run by healthcare, and it's all run by big pharma. And you know, I don't say that to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but the reality is, you know, you're being treated by a plan that's been written by your insurance company. And for us, no, we don't accept insurance, but we do it for good reason, because we're going to heal you quicker and we're going to tell you exactly what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know this from working on the inside. There's one of the core values is your heart, right? And I think the catchphrase or the saying that we have behind that is your well-being over your wallet. Absolutely. At the end of the day. So talk to me a little bit about, I've heard an undertone here today about hormone balancing and hormone therapy and hormone replacement. What's the significance of that, and why is that so important?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. So, you know, hormone optimization is where everything starts. So if your hormones are not balanced, your testosterone's low, maybe in a female your progesterone's low, you can have a tremendous amount of issues. And some of those manifest in things like low energy, low libido. Sometimes it manifests as anxiety and depression. And again, you think about all these things, you go to a doctor, they put you on a drug, when the resolve is we need to correct your hormones. You know, and it's kind of funny because a lot of people don't know about the type of hormone optimization we do, yet everybody's heard of thyroid disease and everybody's used to seeing somebody that's taken a thyroid pill, and that's common. But if you say injection of testosterone or cream of that you're using for testosterone, it's a little, you know, I would say taboo sometimes.
Sure.
But you know, for us, those are the ways that we are able to optimize somebody's hormones to get them to feel the right way, so that they can function at their best, so that they get the right amount of sleep. You know, as we age, you know, we worry about our bones being strong. Well, taking enough testosterone is going to make sure that happens. And you know, as I tell everybody, we give you a medical dose of these hormones to make sure that you're optimized. It's not like we're trying to make everybody, you know, hulks around here. That's not the goal, but we want you to be healthy and have balanced hormones so that you can work the best.
Oh, that's great. Really educational, I think, for many, right? I think this is something that's is not commonly known, the effects of your hormones and all of the drastic effects that it can have in your body from an overall well-being perspective. Now, with that said, who needs to do this? Like, is there an age specific? Is this something that affects male, female? Who needs to come into Legacy Health and Wellness to get their blood checked?
Yeah. I think that's a great question, Mike. And I would say that person is the person that feels like there's no hope, or that they've accepted that, well, I'm getting older and this is what life is supposed to be like that. That's the person that we treat the best, I think, at Legacy Health and Wellness. Often I get asked, what's the age range? Is it male to female? Well, we treat a very diverse range of patients, but I can tell you that the chief complaints are the chief complaints. They're tired. They don't feel good. They can't put muscle on. They can't burn fat. Our women clients that are post-baby and, they just can't get rid of that midsection there. But again, their hormones aren't balanced. They've been wreaked havoc, during pregnancy. And so to be able to do that and do it in a meaningful way, it's an absolute blessing, man. It really is.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like it. And so when it comes to some of the patients and some of the success stories that you've had inside of Legacy Health and Wellness, you mentioned over 400 patients in just over a year, which, I mean, that's incredible. I guess twofold question. So how do patients find you guys? What's the best vehicle to get in touch with you guys? And also talk to me about some of the successes that you've seen and some of the things that you've been able to help either early detect, protect, or be more proactive in when it comes to the result for a patient.
Yeah. So you can find us at legacyhealthtampa.com, Legacy Health Tampa, Instagram and Facebook. That's where we're the busiest, I would say. And now launching our podcast, we're going to have our podcast on all platforms. So please check us out. Also YouTube as well. So, we're trying to get the education out there. It's very important. In regards to successes, man, this is what gets me fired up. And, you and I talk a lot. I mean, I get super excited about our wins, but, we've got one patient, who you are. I'm super proud of you. Down 130 pounds. Wow. The man he is living his best life. And I'm so proud of him and the work that he's done, and I often tell him he makes me look like a good coach because, half the equation is we optimize your hormones, we get your blood right. We give you the roadmap, but you still have to follow it. Right. So patients, like him really make this so fun. We've got another young lady. She's down 110 pounds. She had thyroid issues. She was pre-diabetic, super high cholesterol and triglycerides. Now her blood work is completely in line. She's feeling the best she's ever felt. And she's got her life back, which is really amazing. We've got some postmenopausal women that had a very difficult time losing weight. They went through our program and some of them are down 50, 60, 70 pounds. Again, putting on dresses that they were wearing back in the day, feeling absolutely amazing. And then we've got busy working professionals that, have decided to take their mind and their body to the next level. And boy, are those transformations fun to see somebody who they consider themselves the best at what they do and they're pushing themselves hard to only find out that there's so much more. There's so many levels to unlock. And so we help a wide variety of people, but the successes, we don't run out of those around Legacy Health and Wellness.
No, that's great. What a powerful message, right? And so when it comes to the end result, right, is this something where from a process standpoint, we come in, we get our blood draw, we get labs, those get reviewed by Sonia, correct?
Yep, and our doctor, yes.
Okay, perfect. And once that is gone over and reviewed, a protocol or talk to me a little bit about what that looks like post blood work and then maybe some of the results and effects that I should feel.
Yeah, so, once we put a protocol in place and, we can do a lot of different things, but, let's say it's a hormone replacement protocol with, one or two peptide interventions. The expectation typically is within 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to start to feel more energy throughout the day. You're going to start to notice that fat around the waist to start to subside a bit. And you're going to start to notice mood enhancements just progressively coming as the weeks go by. Certain peptides that we offer, you're going to experience the best sleep you've ever had in your life right away. And this isn't a sales tactic. I mean, you've taken some of those peptides, so so it really depends on what we're doing. But overall, I think it's just feeling better. And I hate to sound cheesy, but often that's really what it is.
Yeah, and just really speaking from my experience working with Legacy, I was a patient before I really knew too much about this, before I really knew too much about you guys and your team. And I mean, I'm living proof of exactly what you said. From taking my blood work, which as an adult that felt relatively healthy, symptoms of just being maybe tired, a little bit fatigued, brain fog, busy professional, all the normal ailments of just living life. I would say improper diet probably, and seeing my blood lab and having a lot of different little things that I wouldn't even expect being outside of range within 6 months. Just the results that I've seen inside of my body is a walking testimony to what Legacy's done. And as you can see here, wearing the Legacy gear, it turned into going to work for them and really just kind of diving into the mission of Legacy, because if I believe in something, I'm going to sing it from the mountaintops, right? And I can't speak more highly of a team and the results that I've seen. And then I would imagine close to 400 positive reviews from the experience they've seen. So talk to me a little bit about maybe some of the challenges that you have in growing and scaling the company, specifically from an educational standpoint, right? Like this isn't something that's being talked about everywhere.
Right.
So what are you guys doing to kind of get short of the podcast, right? What are we doing really to get that message out, and how are we educating our patients?
Yeah, so I would say this is the funniest business in the world, because I would imagine most people watching this, they know somebody who's on testosterone, right?
Right.
Like it's like the secret everybody
Right.
everybody knows. But at the same token, we run into the issue that there's so much information on the internet, on social media, how to lose weight, best way to lose weight, this weight loss drug's good, this weight loss drug's bad, don't take testosterone, do take testosterone, growth hormone will kill you, all of these different things. But the reality is there's very few out there that are actually putting out good educational content about these topics. And so we plan to use this podcast as a tool to have some of the best subject matter experts on all of these different things to speak about why it works, why it doesn't work, people that oppose our opinion we want to have on this podcast, because I think the conversation is greater than legacy health and wellness. It's more about our broken healthcare system and how we can convert it from sick care to healthcare and really give people their lives back and create generational health.
Wow. Yeah, I heard an expression one time, the healthcare system is sick, right? So it sounds like that's really, I mean, it sounds like an absolute Goliath to take down. But we also know how that result ended in the long run too.
Yeah.
So really excited to obviously be part of this journey as a walking testimony, if nothing else. But also, I got a sneak peek into the lineup of who's joining this podcast. Some of the best thought leaders out there when it comes to health, nutrition, diet, and a few other things as well, from proper care of your body as well. That way you're not getting injured and you can prevent those on the front end. So I'm excited to be part of this journey with you. I think looking forward to the next upcoming speakers. Yeah. I'm sure you are as well. What can people expect from this podcast moving forward?
Yeah, so I think, again, just good information about what we do, how we do it. I think it's going to be a lot about, the challenges that we face as working professionals in our day-to-day lives, as mothers and fathers. And so my hope for everybody watching is that it's something relatable, but yet educational, and more importantly, that people know that, we don't have every answer, but we're a great starting point. If you've got something going on in your life, or somebody that in your family, your friends, we want to be there to help folks. And this is truly our ministry, and we love what we do.
Yeah. I spend a good portion of my mornings in the gym. And I think most people in there at a busy gym know about Legacy Health and Wellness, not from just wearing the apparel, but just being able to kind of sing from the mountaintops, like I said, the value behind going to Legacy Health and Wellness and taking that next step forward in living your best life, right? Generational health, I think I've heard you say.
Yeah.
So really excited to kind of engage with you and be part of this journey as we really do help educate, I think, the masses on what's possible with your life and what's possible with your health. And so really excited for that coming up. Is there any thoughts in closing that you wanted to go over or leave with the audience?
Yeah. I would just close with the fact that we often tell people we're a faith-based medical clinic, and I share this with everybody because it means the world to us to do what we do. We serve a great God, and we're trying to do God's work through what we do in our practice. So thank you to each of you that are clients of ours, patients of ours, and to those, again, that are out there looking for a solution to what's going on in their lives. check us out, legacyhealthtampa.com. Looking forward to sharing some more content with you guys.